Hey mamas, it's your girl Kerri, and welcome back to another Monday Mindset episode of Mom Wife Career Life. This week on the podcast, we're talking about clarity and direction because here's what I know to be true for so many of us working moms. Overwhelm doesn't usually come from doing too much. It comes from trying to move forward without clear direction and something that really grounds us. When so much is thrown at you and you don't have clarity and everything just feels important, it makes every choice feel heavier. And when you're unclear on what matters most, it's really easy to feel stuck, even when you're doing all the right things. So I wanted to kick off this week with a quote by Mel Robbins. You are one decision away from a completely different life. Now let's jump in and break it down. Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a full lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Kerri Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count. This week, we are talking about the mindset tool of picking a word of the year. And it's really a time management tool too, because if you take the time to pick a word that really resonates with you, it helps create a lens on how you view things and helps you make the decisions that align to the life that you're trying to create. And that's why I chose this week's quote from a woman that I hold in such high regard, someone who truly inspires me. She's a role model, she's on my vision board, and she consistently speaks truth in a way that just completely resonates with so many people. Mel Robbins, you are one decision away from a completely different life. And I want you to sit with that for a moment because when you think about it, this quote is so true. Think back to a time in your life where you made one decision, whether it was big or small, that completely shifted the direction you were heading in. Maybe it was saying yes to something that completely scared you or saying no to something that no longer fit in the season of life you're in. Now imagine what can change if you began aligning your decisions with what truly matters to you. Because when you're clear on what matters, decisions, they feel so much lighter. Boundaries feel easier to stick to, and you stop second guessing every move that you make. Most of us aren't stuck because we don't have options. We're stuck because we don't have clear direction to guide those options. So we end up staying in motion, but we're not really always moving forward. Think about how often that you've said yes because it's just easier than explaining your no. Maybe you stayed busy because you don't know how to sit with uncertainty. Maybe you put your needs last because you put everyone else's needs before your own. That's not a motivation problem. That is absolutely a clarity problem. And clarity, it doesn't come from doing more. It comes from choosing an anchor, something that you can come back to when life feels loud, something that helps you feel grounded. And that's where tomorrow's episode comes in. Tomorrow, we're diving into how to choose a word of the year that ends up becoming your anchor. Not a goal, not a resolution, but a simple, intentional word that's going to help you get clear on what truly matters in the season. It's going to be a filter. It's going to help filter decisions when everything feels important. And it's something that's going to help you come back to alignment when you feel pulled in so many different directions. Your word becomes your guide, not just for the big moments, but for those everyday choices and decisions that end up shaping your life. So here's my challenge for you this week, mamas. Sometime today, I want you to pause and just ask yourself this question. What do I want more of in my life right now? Not what you need to fix, not what you should be doing, just more of what you're craving. More calm, more clarity, more confidence, more presence, more space. And I want you to write it down if you can and just notice what comes up for you because that answer is going to matter a lot when we talk about choosing a word for the year that actually supports your real life. And make sure you check out my Facebook group, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. I'm sharing a free worksheet this week that's going to help you choose your word of the year. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Kerri Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life. or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Kerri Pat.